Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Okay, baby.
The Beavers will put total leather and we'll get started. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Lock it in. Let's go. Let's go, Rock, man.
Handoff to the lone back. Past the first down marker and still running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. They'll go to the ground. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays. But think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen. And offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball.
It's a fumble!
Fumble! Fumble-rooski! Fumble-rooski! Fumble-rooski!
Didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, when you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Looking downfield, it's Bradford.
Oh, that's bull! That's bull!
With an interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game.
Oh, my goodness, Rock.
Interception, man. Just this is where you go over the sideline.
All right, bro.
Talk with your coach. You settle down.
Gave it right back to him.
But that is not the start he had in mind today.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup pass.
Gave it right back to him, baby.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go right back to the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this
Oh,
get the
okay.
first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leads it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short period. This is the kind of game, top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get the answers today.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will...
What, tried to cover corner me? He tried to cover corner me. You know cover corner is? You don't know nothing, boy. Ha!
Hey, hold on. Block that. Hold on.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes
Oh, we got to get up out of there.
No, it certainly can.
We got to get up out of there.
David, to help your quarterback turn the pages, just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Extending the play. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Dennis. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially in this third down situation.
He tried to do me, coach.
As he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of him before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And the Beavers are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback.
Get up out of there, Rock.
Big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The Beavers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Bradford. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Smashes in between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's run out of bounds.
Too many.
Oh, so close to breaking that return.
Too many.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Give to the running back. Pass to Station, still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a solid. We are done in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ellington. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Noles! Excellent pass by the back. On to attempt the try.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your friends.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
Oh, I gotta wait till you block him. That's my fault.
17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Culliver. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Bradford. Catch in the middle. It's Ball.
Knocked him man out. Knocked him out.
And there he goes.
Knocked him out.
35. Turning it on. Touchdown Seminoles.
Knocked him out.
Defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy
Bull
fine
crap.
leg football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and
Bull
turns
crap.
on the
Killed him.
afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Killed him.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Murdered my boy. Murdered him.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and
Right
just
there in
didn't
front
seem
of
like
me.
he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide open downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Grabbed behind the line, it's ball. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle, it's ball. Brings into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got it in the middle, it's wrong. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw on third and short. That pass got close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the sweat.
Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game. We've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Caught in the backfield, it's Law. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They just keep firing.
Boy ran over there. He ran over there. He wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. He wasn't having it.
And this is blowout city. This
That boy wasn't having it. That ain't gonna work, huh?
Can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last
That boy said that ain't gonna get it right. That boy said that ain't gonna get it right. Okay. Nola boy.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Bradford. Bringing the heat. Fires to the middle.
Oh.
Incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down. 2nd down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator.
That's crazy.
Just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's ball. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sets up the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, you just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his 1st game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to scramble. He's got it in the end zone for the 2. Draw a little closer.
I like a nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Bull crap, bro. Bull crap.
And the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call.
That's my fault.
Give him 6. Touchdown Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David,
Rocky might be
these guys will take it to the house.
Rocky might be
It's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Might be changing the route. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to buy time. Running to Green. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Unloads it left.
Go on!
What a play to set up.
Oh, we got to put an air on it? What we got to do?
Touchdown.
Put some air on it, Rock. Put some air on it. Look good.
And this is exactly what you dream about.
I know you, boy.
Making the pick and then putting points
on early, Mr. Rock.
Great play by the defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hurley. I know he thinks he can house every return.
Yeah, get him out of here, bro.
He just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Jennings. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Beavers want to move quickly. He might want another play. Takes it from the gun on third down.
Get him out of there.
He threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Rushes on him. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
Bull crap. Bull
After that
crap.
amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that
Bull
win. I feel
crap.
like they've taken another step. They've
I
raised
should cut
their
straight.
intensity level. They've raised their
I ain't no sucker.
execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Get up out of here. Play them Ducks. Get a win against them
Quarterback may
Ducks.
change this route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I love DBs that want to tackle. They get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a catch.
Complete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20.
Get up out of here, bro.
That incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to
Roughing
dial
the
up a
opponent,
better
bro.
play here.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the...
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They're turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy, David.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get on the other side of the field, now set up on the 2-yard.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. JT unit on the field.
Ciroc 55.
Offensive line will take you to the hallelujah.
Get this guy.
It requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big...
I need to get out of here.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the 1st down on 3rd down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on 4th down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse there.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Touchdown, Beaver.
usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for the biscuit for the biscuit, baby.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Knowles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this era to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks.
You got to punt it, bro. You got to punt it, bro.
Trusting dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
The head coach and the offensive coordinator have got a ton of guts to dial up that pass on 4th and short when everyone's expecting it to be a run play. It worked perfectly. How about the speed on the back end, taking the top off the defense, an accurate throw with a lot of pressure by the QB, and they link up for a massive score on 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Excuse me.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking down the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Here he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dive.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting, finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Got a little space. Touchdown, no! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Beavers moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see him, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the play.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's going to take off. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this second.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. got it behind the line. It's ball. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They've got the screen set up. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Seminoles headed back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Seminoles heading quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket.
Oh, boo.
Can't make the connection.
Boo.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
Boo, Rock.
Interception number 3 on the day. No real on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Nice job by this defense. That
Just ran it out.
exclamation point. For plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. We have reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the score.
Okay.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited. The momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this match, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No
Okay.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
When he was hot, he was turning cold.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow from. Things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
Oh, come on. Let's get in there. Give me some.
Even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel.
Not the old 84.
At a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Excuse me.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. So much for being backed up. Now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Gets it out quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been...
He lets one fly deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays.
Nailed it, man.
Oh, he dropped it.
Nailed his ass.
Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
He nailed his ass.
One more play to pad the stats. fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take a shot.
Oh.
He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Get him out of here.